Evening folks, that was some good Castlevania, and if you want some excitement then you are in the wrong place because we're just finishing up this war and then our country needs to chill for a while. This is what we want and we are going to take it. War exhaustion is through the roof, we are making a loss, revolts want to happen, but that's alright by me. This should put Japan in their place. And now the healing can begin. Now, even our friends on the mainland were none too impressed by us, but we improved our relations ahead of time, so that keeps everything just kosher right there. We also managed to grab ourselves a fort. This could be very useful, but we're going to get rid of it because I don't want it. We've also got a whole bunch of land we need to core. Unfortunately, it's really expensive to core. It's costing 33% extra thanks to our war exhaustion. So I'm trying to decide here, is it better to core it now or to wait? Waiting means I'm definitely going to have... Ooh, that's nasty. How's the force limit? Yeah, there's a lot of nastiness around here. Even the peasantry want to rise up. Could really do with grabbing that extra colonist, but I do fear that war exhaustion is going to have to be paid down ever so slightly, just so that we don't get horrible revolts all the everywhere. Otherwise, I also think, again, sadly, autonomy is going to have to be raised. We can't be doing with revolts in our current state, but we will be at peace for rather a while, so at least there's that. We banked all this admin, may as well put it to use. There we go, admin aside, diploma aside, it's alright. May as well, since we're going to reduce our overextension anyway. The Ainu peasantry will go away. I don't think we really have to... Oh boy. I don't think we'll be fighting, so I don't really want to take that increased serfdom. Hold on, that was kind of in reverse. And this place produces tea. I don't want high autonomy there. 10% morale is a lot to give up. Tokachi. Let's make this the decider. If it's a good province, we'll do it. Pfft, ain't no way. Those serfs belong in the mud. Okay, so things can calm down now. The only people that really want to get up in our face are the people in Mutsu. I'm sure they'll see the light when they have all these glorious troops standing all over them. Otherwise, however, I do really want to protect the colony that we're creating here. I also wish to stop paying my fleet, since they do cost us a chunk of money. So let's get everyone docked up in over there'sville. And you know what, they're going to calm down when we reduce the overextension anyway. Let's go and protect our colony. Serfs always move development to your capital. Yeah, I knew that, but I had forgotten where my capital was. Okay, rebels do want to rise up, but no. The Date people, 7.5 years, 4.6. The separatism will dribble away, and the overextension will reduce that. Yeah, I have nothing to fear from them, but what I do want is my colony to be alright. I would also really like to take Ryukyu. I mean, it is mine by birthright. I also cannot skip on the taking of my provinces. I'm also curious to see... Yes, I know you love yourself, but looking a bit lonely there, Japan, and Ochi are really rather disloyal, aren't they? Look on the bright side, Jake, you now have really cheap stability. Yeah. What I'm also really liking is the fact that Chief Average, the mediocre, has... You just not... Oh, right, you're not there yet. Chief Average, the mediocre, has been in charge of all of these wars in Japan. And he has seen it all through. So good job on him. What's the rival situation, Jake? Not so hot. We only have Japan. We've already forgotten to embargo them, so really, don't know what we can do for that extra PP. But I'm not all that concerned right now. It's a given that we're going to be hurting for points. Again, it's tempting to kill these people. Very tempting to kill these people. The only ones that really matter are the people over in Scham. Ah, who am I kidding? I'm not going to be developing anyway. Oh, but that is lovely. Tea in both provinces. You know, if I kill them... Ah, what the hell, let's just kill them anyway. Slaughter them. Points well spent. Now I don't have to worry about it, nor do I have to worry about paying my troops. And the Date wish to make a case for themselves, though. What kind of side was that? Listen, Ainu culture will reign supreme. I have no time for sentimentalities. Oh, I could almost afford myself an advisor. Happy days. You could grab a humiliation from them the next round, Jake. I don't think so. Well, yes, I could. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think I want to, is what I'm getting at. Primitivist side, yeah, we'll go with that. February's a bad month to be transporting, but we make it. Jolly good. No at-sea attrition for you. We have claims here, there, and everywhere. May as well get that one on Mino as well. I miss you, Minariko. You're one hell of a player. Let's do what we can to keep the people of Mutsu down slightly. And again, our aggressive expansion on the Isles is so high, there's no point in even considering making vassals out of these folks. I should just gobble them all up. Because the sooner I have the entire island under my control, the less I have to worry about. I'm still not all that happy about fighting these guys one-on-one, but I think next time I will just have to brute force it. The lovely thing is Ochi will be, will hopefully still be disloyal, so I can just sit on Japan, not even bother about Ochi, and still take their land. Or rather, I could beat them up anyway, since they would just be stragglers. Still, that is something to worry about in the next century. Alright, once that overextension is gone, and it almost is, all the revolt risk will be gone as well. It'll be happy days for everyone, especially me. Would you form Japan as Ainu if you could get all the cores? I couldn't and I wouldn't. Ryukyu can't form Japan. Don't think they can, at least. We should have a look at Ryukyu. I might need a few more cogs if I am going to take them on. I should. It's accepted culture province. It produces Chinaware. It is a good province. Don't think anyone can really argue that. Also, this is counting as inland sea around the Ryukyu Islands. Okay, how's their tech? Tech 5? We're also on Tech 5. They're probably not too far away from Tech 6. But I would need a couple more cogs to get over there. Yeah, I quite like the idea of taking Ryukyu, so that we shall. 7,000 should deal with 5,000. That gives us a flank on them to make up for our -2 dropping off by sea. We'll be fine. Still though, get back there. Jake, Okinawa seems like a much better capital. Ugh. Our capital will likely be moved. But not quite yet. Let's get those cores on the go. Enjoy having no revolt risk for a change. What a very stable Ainu Empire. Happy about this. And just to be sure, there's no other important centres of trade here, are there? How strange that it all comes down to Shikuzen. But yes, I would rather like Setsu. Most of the aggressive expansion we've been getting is from fabricating claims. I find this quite strange. I mean, nobody even cares about us conquering the place. Colonize Butuan. Yes, yes we can and shall. But first off, where is Butuan? Alright, sure. Means we'll have to recall from here, find Butuan and say, on you go. Wastes a bit of time, but that's alright. We still get our natural growth. And now we shall get even more. Why so low here? Oh, of course, tropical. We're going to be dealing with almost nothing but tropical. Little we can do about that, sadly. I can't even insult Japan for more PP since we have a truce with them, which doesn't make it give PP. Jake, one of your merchants is directing trade to inland China. I know, this is completely on purpose, or at least it was until we had the range to direct from Girin. Now that we can, we'll use the Hangzhou individual to transfer trade from there. Thank you, and well spotted. How much power do we hold here? Not an insignificant amount. Thanks a lot, actually. That's a fairly big help. Let's quantify that. 2.61? 2.60. Incredible. Yeah, really incredible. Ah, well. Potentially it was just me missing something there. Alright, let's get the global tariffs. We've been needing them all this time. You could always go to Siberia, Jake. No tropical there. Well, we're trying to recreate the Imperial Japanese borders at their height. So we really shouldn't be making any unnecessary conquests. It would actually be interesting to see in what order the Japanese took the lands. Very interesting indeed. Alright, you are no longer required there. Let's go and take some more land, because I hunger for more. See, again, getting caught fabricating? See, that gives me a chunk of aggressive expansion, but other than that, nobody really cares what I get up to. Good news for me, at least. It's far too expensive, even though stability is cheap. Just keep everything going here. Now we're looking at 1 galley, 3 cogs. And absolutely, gain prestige or gain admin. We need that admin. And take it we shall. Can Ming be placated? Of course they can't. They're far too big. At least they got rid of the minus settler chance from tropical provinces. Yeah, that's a big help to rest of the world nations, isn't it? Alright, I feel like taking on these faux Japanese. Don't even need this many galleys, but overkill is best kill, right? Let's get them closer. Do they still... yeah, they still have this guy, and he's hopefully going to stay alive for the grand slaying of Ryukyu. Ah, just looking at Ryukyu makes me all nostalgic. When I was but a bairn playing EU3, loving the horde lifestyle. Alright, we're actually going to end up a little reduced by attrition. But unless Ryukyu gets some super sick rolls, we should be just fine. Well, they certainly didn't get them at sea. So 1 tick of attrition reduces us by 1%. We are going to be looking at... a difference of 3 when it comes to shock. But we have the flank, so we should have nothing to fear. Yeah, in the bag. In the bag. Okay, I would quite like the fellows that are not necessary for sieging this up to go back home and get rested. And I really don't think we need to be paying much in the way of fleet maintenance here. Save some money wherever we can. Jake, you can see the order here, and he posts something. Ah. It's probably going to be roughly what we do anyway. Well, I'm not going to hold myself ransom to that. All is well. It's a shame that I can't get all the nice trade company bonuses around here, since extra merchants would go a long way. I will be sorely tempted into taking trade ideas. I think I'll be taking exploration then. I am kind of tempted by administrative, mostly because I never have taken it before. And then I think I'll take trade. Still on the fence about reforming my Siberian Clan Council ways, because hey, we're Siberian Clan Council, that means we're cool. Still, like I said, on the fence. No need to pay our troops that much anymore either. And we'll have our boats ready to pick them up. It's not even much of a need to fight this fleet, but I think we will anyway. A bit of extra prestige wouldn't go amiss. What about plutocratic, Jake? You know you love her. I do love plutocratic, but military power is going to be so scarce. So hilariously scarce. Well, I mean, it entirely depends on how we roll our rulers. Alright, let's just win this battle for a laugh, and if they somehow start beating us, then I'm going to feel awful. No, eradication. And not a bad chunk of prestige for it either. Well, you had a good run, Ryukyu. Well, you had a run. But I'm afraid unless you're in my hands, it's not looking too good for you. Take that money because inflation, it'll sort itself out. At the moment though, I like the raw ducat. And sure enough, it has separatism. Well, I don't want to be dealing with any kind of revolt around here. We will core it, convert it, and just otherwise forget about it. And we have no need to pay our fleets anymore, nor do we really have a need to pay our troops. Again, I want to wait for the turn of the month so we don't get that bit of attrition. And okay, suddenly found a reason to pay my troops. Got more land that needs to come under our control. I could throw everyone there and just barely pay them. That sounds more like my approach to things. Go for naval plus espionage, light ship combat policy. Light ship combat ability? That has got to be a joke. Should find whoever came up with that and just give them a right slapping. Alright, 23rd of May, that should be fine. Although I don't know where the port is for this place. Don't know which side it is. Oh, we'll be finding out real soon. Okay, it's on this side. Still make it there in time. Naval landings seem to not antagonize the natives. There are 6,000 natives there. I may as well be prepared for all of them, but otherwise I don't really want to get my troops that invested in it. They can beat them down solidly. Don't forget to colonize the Kurills later. Don't forget to reload, Dr. Freeman. The Kurills are Arctic and it has 3 development. I have no reason to prioritize that over the rich Philippines and Taiwan and basically all of this. The Kurills will either give me fish or fish. I think that is all the trade goods available there. Origami Science guy saying, oh my god, I caught a stream. You also caught a very tepid stream. There's not going to be too much going on. We have already slaughtered the Japanese again. Oh, crivens, I keep forgetting I need to core this jazz. At least it doesn't give overextension anymore. There's going to be a lot of coring that I have to do. But we have set our focus on admin, and I will be, yeah, I think I will be taking administrative second. I want to try out reduced coring cost for a change, since it's not something I ever use. And that said, tech cost to offset the horrible Siberian Clan Council things. What have we here? The heavens have opened themselves and rain outside falls. A rattling tattoo on far off route. A rattling tattoo? What? A travelling monk has arrived at our doorsteps, asking for food and lodgings. Of course we shall, it's only money. I wonder if that sets any flags. I wonder how badly Ming will blob for him. They tend to get huge these days, yeah. I kinda have to rely on them losing their stability or legitimacy. They vassalized Haishi. I don't seem to have any natural enemies around here. I allied Utsang, but I imagine they're just wanting to vassalize them. As long as they keep going peacefully like this, I think Ming are going to be an issue. Well, as long as they don't claim any of my lands, we should be alright. And we're keeping that relation pretty good. Let's make sure it stays pretty good. Alright, we've consumed our mid-dag. Our colony continues to grow wonderfully. The claims are down, and the time for the Japanese, the next Japanese war ticks on. I would love to just aggressively expand, but perhaps I should put some thought into getting my ideas. Let's see, we only need the second one to get adaptability. And we even have enough money to get a second colony on the go. Better believe I'll be going for that. Origami Science guesses, is it possible for EU4 to be a punishment game? EU4 is never a valid punishment game. Absolutely never ever. Good thing animist lands convert faster. We've even set missionary maintenance to its highest, though I figured we'd have more. Enforce our heritage requires any neighbouring country to not be in the Eastern group. That can be arranged. But I don't have the range to get up there. Tolerance of heathens goes down, but that won't be a problem. But I don't want to incite a revolt here. Okay, it's not necessary right now, but the next time I have my free colonist, I am going to send you down there and get my enforced heritage done. The stability won't be an issue. Stability is cheap as it goes. Jake, explore for sweet prestige. Yeah, that won't be happening. Wow, nothing but tea over here. This is lovely. Except tea right now is as cheap as it gets. We need to get the of tea and sugar modifier. Jake, you want to beat up Wanzhou for their island whilst Korea is fighting them. Yeah, there is the idea about this island. It is in my culture group after all. And it would also give me... No, hold on, they're in the Confucian. I thought these guys were all pagan and stuff. Okay, well I certainly don't want that province whilst it has a religious zeal. That's just nasty. Yeah, I could have sworn all this was nasty stuff. Okay, well, this island is pretty important. We're only meant to have half of it, but it's only the one province in this game, so I guess that means we'll be taking it all. Sakhalin. I want it. Only Yeren is shamanist, Jake. Okay. Well, it matters not, because we have an easy way to get our enforced heritage, regardless. I would love to start slamming into Korea, but they're doing pretty good on the tech front, which is a little scary. I mean, our fleet can't win every battle. Oh, and they have maritime as well? That's also rather scary. The galley spam is going to be real. The Blue Tiger says, sorry for asking, but does anyone know why 1.13 isn't out yet? I can't even download that patched version since 3 days ago. It's on Steam. It's one of the branches if you go right-click Properties and... oh, crivens, what's the rest of those steps? Right-click Properties, oh, Betas, and then the drop-down menu, underscore beta, underscore 1.13. The reason it's not live is because Paradox is on holiday right now. You see, in Sweden, we get ludicrous amounts of time off. Because employers have this idea that employees should not be treated like dirt. It is a strange and fascinating concept. Still getting used to it myself. It's kind of nice just to relax a bit when you've somewhat secured yourself from a shaky start. But that said, I don't feel so hot about fighting these guys. Okay, that's 5 fire. That's nothing to be... Both of them are disloyal. This is hilarious. I would like to fight them here and now. The problem could be that if they fight for independence and just annex the guy. But disloyal is not enough for them to declare independence. They would have to be outright rebellious, and they don't appear to be. We have enough development to ascend, but because we're this crappy Siberian clan council, we shall not be doing that. Also, I really weep for not taking mercantilism, but military power is going to be so rare. That's a year's worth of military power right there. And money, I don't think is going to be an issue, so hate to say it, but we are not taking the mercantilism for once. You know, if points are so important to us, we really